In this video, we will review Set 8, which is Week 10 of RCM Level 1 Sight Reading Curriculum from the 4-Star Sight Reading and Ear Training book. Here's how to use this video. First, open your own 4-Star Sight Reading and Ear Training book to the applicable day and complete the activities on your own. Then come to this video, find the same day's activities, and watch them back to compare your own work to. Let's jump right in with day 1. Please stop and make sure that you have completed the activities in your workbook first. Welcome to day 1 of week 10 of level 1 sight reading. Number 1 tells us to play the melodic pattern as written, then play it again 1 octave lower using our left hand beginning with finger 3. I have planned out my fingering for my right hand, and now I will begin. It starts at middle C. Number 2 is our rhythm example for today. I notice it is in 4/4 time, so we are going to count in 4 beats, and I have written in all of my rhythm words. We'll keep the beat with the left hand while we tap and say it with our right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. Number 3 is our sight reading example. It asks us to circle the pair of eighth notes and then to play the melody, listening for the contrast between legato and staccato. Pair of eighth notes right here and right here. I'm going to use clap. The first step is to count. 1, 2, 3. Ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. L stands for look at your starting note. My right hand thumb will start on treble C, 1 octave above middle C. My left hand thumb will start on middle C. A stands for pay attention to what comes next. I see here that I am stepping up, and then skipping down. And here I'm stepping down and stepping back up. I notice that I do have legato slurs in the beginning of each of these phrases, but staccatos to end them. There is a dotted half note here, so that will be long to end. I see that it is forte and I have no accidentals. The last step is to play. I am going to get my hands situated in the right place. Count in 3 beats because it's 3/4 time. And then once I start, I'm not going to stop, no matter what. 1, 2, 3. Remember, you always have 3 opportunities to play a sight reading example if you did not get it correct the first time. Number 4 tells me to play, then sing a minor third above A, D, and E. So a minor third above A first. A, C, D, F, E, G, and that's the end of day 1. You are about to watch day 2 activities. Please make sure that you have first completed them in your own workbook. Moving on to day 2, number 1 asked me to play each of the melodic patterns, observing the key signatures. I did circle the notes that I need to make sure to play the accidentals for, and I planned out my fingering. The first example sounds like this. The second example sounds like this. Number 2 is our rhythm reading example for today. I see that it is in 3/4 time, so I will be tapping in 3 beats when we start. We'll tap in the beats with our left hand, and then our right hand will tap the rhythm while we also speak it. You can see the rhythm words there. 1, 2, 3. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Ta, ta. Number 3 asked me to circle the melodic fourth in the right part and then play the melody observing the key signature. The melodic fourth is right here. As always, I'm going to use clap. The first step is to count. I'm going to count in 4 beats first because it is 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. L stands for look at your starting position. My left hand third finger will start on A, and my right hand first finger will start on C. A stands for pay attention to what happens next. Here I see that I'm going to step up and step down and then step back up to A. Here I see I go up that fourth and it's a step down, step up, step up, step down. So I notice that I am moving primarily by steps here. I see that I have mezzo piano for the first phrase, forte for the second phrase. They are both going to be legato. I notice that I have a B flat in my key signature and I circled it so that I remember it, and it's 4/4 time. So the last step is play. I'm going to set my fingers where they go. I'm going to prepare the B flat so I'm ready for it. I'm going to count in a steady and slow beat, and once I start, I am not going to stop no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 says to stand up and march while you clap or sing the rhythm reading pattern, and to accent the first note of every measure with a loud stomp of your foot. Now, I can't show me stomping on here, so I'm going to pretend like my hands are feet. 1, 2, 3. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Ta, ta, ah.
You are about to watch Day 3 activities now. Please make sure that you have first completed Set 8 Day 3 on your own.
We are now on Day 3. Number 1 is to play the melodic pattern as written, then solid blocked, and to identify the triad formed by the notes. I did notice that the notes are all white keys, no accidentals, and the bottom note is D, middle's F, top is A. That is a D minor triad. This is how it sounds. And blocked. Number 2 is our rhythm example for today. I notice that is in 4/4 time, so I will count in 4 beats, and I have written all of my rhythm words there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ti ti ta, ti ti ta, ti ti ta, ta. Number 3 is the sight reading example for today. It tells me to circle the thirds played by each hand and then to play the melody, observing the time signature. So I do note that there is a third here and a third here. The time signature is 3/4. My first step is to count. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ta. L stands for look at your starting position. My left hand thumb will start on C and my right hand thumb will start on E. A stands for pay attention to what comes next. Here I'm stepping down. I do need to notice that I have G sharps in this piece. I'm stepping up and then skipping up. This is a skip up and then a step up. The entire thing is one legato phrase. That is mezzo forte. I have no accidentals in my key signature. I am in 3/4 time. I'm going to set a slow and steady beat. Make sure my hands are in the right place. Once I start, I'm not going to stop no matter what. And you'll notice that I've set my G sharps in preparation. 1, 2, 3. Number 4 tells me to add an accent mark to the first beat of each measure in that melody and play it again. 1, 2, 3.
Next is Day 4. Please make sure that you have first completed the activities on your own.
Now on Day 4, number 1 tells me to plan the fingering, then play. You can see all the fingering that I have planned there. Number 1 sounds like this. Next. Next. Last. Number 2 is my rhythm example. I see that I am in 2/4 time, so I will be tapping in 2 beats before we start today, and I have written all of my rhythm words in there. 1, 2, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, ta. Number 3 tells me to circle the melodic third in the right-hand part and then play the melody. I have circled the third right there. I'm going to use clap. I notice it's 4/4 times, so I'm going to count in 4 beats to do the count step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. L stands for look at your starting notes. My right hand one will be on C, and my left hand one will be on D. The interesting thing here is that those overlap. Now I need to pay attention to what happens next. I step up, skip up, step down, step down, step down. This goes down by a fifth, and then step up, repeat. My first phrase will be piano. My second will be mezzo forte. They are both legato. It again is 4/4 time, and I see no accidentals in the key signature or within the music. I am going to make sure that my hands get in the right place. I'm going to put my left hand thumb back here so it is prepared, and I'm going to set a slow and steady beat. Once I start, I am not going to stop no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 tells me to play the first phrase of the slight playing melody again, and then to create my own second phrase that ends on C. So there are many things that you could choose here, but I will go ahead and make one up for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have reached day 5, the final day of activities for this week. Before proceeding, please finish the activities on your own in your own workbook.
And we are on to our day 5 for this week. Number 1 tells me to play each of the melodic patterns, observing the accidentals. I planned out my fingering, and here is the first one. And the second one. Number 2 is our rhythm reading example for today. I notice that it is in 3/4 time, so I will be tapping in 3 beats as we start, and you can see all of my rhythm words there. 1, 2, 3. Ta, ti, ti, tia, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. I got a little bit off with saying tia instead of a T, and then I messed up the rhythm too. So I'm going to tap it out one more time. 1, 2, 3. Ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. Ah, that was better. Okay, number 3 is our sight reading example for today. It's a variation of Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. It asks you to circle the pair of eighth notes and then play it. Now, I do also want you to have used clap, but as we have gone over it so many times this week, I am going to assume that you have known that you needed to do that. You can see that I have marked the things on here that you needed to know, and I'm going to move forward with playing this example. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 asked me to play this variation again, replacing even more of the quarter notes with pairs of eighth notes. So there again are lots of ways that you could do this. I will just show you one example. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I did make one no error in there, but you get the idea.
That's it for this week. Good job, and we will see you next week for set 9, week 11.